I never really could actually think of this idea before. But honestly, it's genius. Combining two original maps. Two maps that all the fans adore, and combining them into one full map. And that's what this one guy did on Reddit here. I think his Reddit is XQCS Taxes or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen here, show you guys the full concept here. The crossfire crossover into the Bog Day. Actually, it's going to be a ground war map. If he suggests it correctly and Infinity Ward actually goes along with this idea, it would become a ground war map. And honestly, me personally, this would be sick. Because me being a pretty hardcore Call of Duty 4 fan, as you guys know, Call of Duty 4 and World at War, two of my favorite Call of Duty games ever made. And Crossfire is a badass map, and so is Bog. I love Bog. And having them both combined in this format that looks like it could actually work. It looks like it could actually flow. You know, having Bog and then actually being able to move into the city area to have combat in there. It would be a nice flow for a ground war map. It would allow SMG players and maybe AR players to, battle it out on the Crossfire side in a tight, close-quartered, building warfare. Or you can move over to the Bog area if you still want an AR, maybe an M16, M4. Well, this is Modern Warfare. This isn't Call of Duty 4. So no M16 or anything like that. But you can definitely have an M4, whatever you want. And you can still go ahead and challenge snipers or maybe LMG players. I think it just would be a very unique idea. A very unique flow, actually, to the video game. Because let's be honest, we all love these maps. And if they were to return into Modern Warfare, they would still be a blast. We would still play them, and we probably wouldn't even complain about them at this point because the original Modern Warfare map designs are not the absolute best. And I'm scared because I'm pretty sure they already have the ones that they're going to be releasing later. They probably have a bunch of them already made, which means that they're probably going to be exactly like the rest of these maps. So remastered maps, just keep on coming. Keep on coming. I won't complain as long as you do really good remastered maps. Like this little combo right here. Crossfire and Bog. That's like, I never thought of that. That never came to mind. It's so genius. But I don't know why it would never click for anybody. It just looks like it could fit together, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't just stop here. Trust me, there's like an endless list of possibilities that they could do in this current Modern Warfare title. They have Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 to look back on to actually combine maps and make them into masterpieces, and I'm sure they have the time and the effort to do it. I think that would be an absolute genius of an idea to bring people back into Modern Warfare and to get people playing your game. Because obviously, as you already know, nobody wants to play your game until you have a mini-map, until you load the footsteps. There's an endless list that you guys refuse to listen to. So obviously, those things aren't going to get fixed, and those people are not going to return until they get fixed. But this would be a genius idea to get some of those people to possibly try out your game again. Because let's be honest here, some of these combinations might be wild. Like, just imagine Favela and Village together in one map. The flow that map would actually have. It would work. Or a map like Arkaden and Terminal. Having the mall area and combining it with Terminal and the airport would actually work if they thought about it, put some time and effort into it, and actually made the map. That would be actually insane. Or even maybe Afghan and Rust. I don't know how they can incorporate the two, but maybe they could get something going with that. They're both kind of desert-style maps, so they might be able to kind of implement Rust into the mix of that. Maybe, honestly, just give it Afghan, take out the plane in the middle, and just put the middle Rust location right in the middle there, and just leave it as that. Or even some snow maps, like Outpost or Derail. Or even add in Subbase if you want to get a little saucy with the things here. It's countless amounts of ideas that they have, countless amounts of material that they have. That's why I'm surprised it's not, weapons and stuff in this game. Now, I do always say it's not all about content. It's more about making the game good, obviously. But this is like recycled stuff from other games that they've already done. I mean, I guess maybe they have to modify things with the guns. I'm not a developer, so obviously I don't know personally what these guys go through to take a gun from a past game and put it in, current gen game. They might have to completely remodel it. They might not even be able to copy and paste that type of stuff over. But this crossing map thing isn't even close to being over because it isn't an Infinity Ward exclusive. This isn't only for Modern Warfare. We can easily go over to the Black Ops series, and then Black Ops 5, if they do have ground war, they can combine maps like Firing Range and Nuketown. That would be, dude, could you imagine Firing Range and Nuketown? Two are probably the best maps in the Black Ops series, along with Slums, but Firing Range, oh my god, amazing. And Nuketown is just every single year. That's just our deal. Those two combined together would just be absolutely insane. Or maybe Grid and Summit, or even Raid and Hijacked. It's just endless possibilities of these type of maps. And oh my god, if they decide to do this, I would be in heaven. If they decided to cross the two games, the Black Ops franchise and the Modern Warfare franchise, and combined maps from both of them and put them in one game, that would be insane. That right there would just change everything. Could you imagine Firing Range and Rust together in one map? Or Slums and Showdown in one map, one session of just straight sauce? Or you could even do I don't know how to pronounce it, honestly. It's from Black Ops 1. People probably don't even remember this map, but it was a pretty cool map. Kowloon, I guess you should say it. And then High Rise. Kowloon was like a rooftop map, just like how High Rise, it fits. Both of the franchises would be able to do that. Even like Hijacked and Seatown. That would be pretty cool to see as well. And these aren't the only ideas. I'm sure you guys can think of tons of combinations of multiple maps that you can combine together to make it an absolute masterpiece. I'm sure you guys have a never-ending list of possibilities, even with weapons, just anything that you could cross together. I'm sure you have an idea about it. And I feel like development studios like Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and just Call of Duty in general, should listen to their fans a little bit more with their content. I mean, it would be so cool to see some fan-created stuff actually being put into the game. Or, designed maps like the Crossfire and Bog mix. What if they actually saw that and said, wow, that's cool. Let's just put that in the game. A fan-made map that they saw, said was cool, and they made it and put it in the game. Could you imagine them doing something like that? That would really brighten things up in the COD community, especially in a time where you guys are ignoring us so very much. And the majority of the commentators are just fed up with all of your stuff that you're doing right now. People are even moving away from your game. Tons of people are going back to World War II, Black Ops 4, and I've noticed a lot of people coming back to World at War with me. People are saying that they see me in the servers now. I'm like, hey, there you go. Play a good Call of Duty game. If you don't want to play Modern Warfare, go ahead and play something else. Me, of course, I'm going to have to put in my time. I am running a Call of Duty channel, which on top of, having a Call of Duty channel, you got to kind of stay up to date with what's going on. It's the easiest way to make content for Call of Duty stuff. I could do my rants and rambles all the time. But when something new drops in Modern Warfare or a new battle pass and things happen like that, I have to come back and I have to give my opinion on it. Because one, I do enjoy Call of Duty. Call of Duty is my favorite game. So I'm going to stay up to date with the current one. Even if I don't play that much, I'll still come back and try to grind it out. And also, two, you guys love Call of Duty, and you love to hear what's going wrong with Call of Duty Modern Warfare as well. I say the majority of the videos that do well on this channel are rant videos. So that right there says enough that you guys like the negative things going on with this game. So of course I'm going to go and torture myself a little bit. But for you guys, anybody who's just coming off from a hard day of work or a long day of school or whatever you're doing, trust me. Just go play an older title and enjoy it, especially since they're more casual now. A lot of the sweats have moved on to the more current game, Modern Warfare. It's the yearly cycle, and then the previous games become less sweaty, and they're more casual. And you can go ahead and dominate noobs as much as you want. You will get some sweaty matches here and there, but they're very, very low compared to how they were in their prime. So go ahead and enjoy some old school CODs. Don't even bother. I'll hit you guys up with the news and all the negative stuff from Modern Warfare. Trust me, I got you. But at the end of the day, I just want to see a little creativity from the devs. I want to see some of that homemade sauce that they have going on at the studio. I know they're capable of it. I feel like they're holding back with what they're giving us with this game. Like, it's almost like a cash grab from Activision, and they're working really hard on the next title. Maybe that's why they're hiring more people to try to make sure their game is extremely good. Maybe they have more people working on that compared to Modern Warfare. Maybe they just have a smaller team working on getting the DLC maps out, all the new DLC weapons, the battle passes, the skins, and then they have, a small group of people working on all the bugs. Maybe that's why they don't really get fixed too often. There's still major issues going on with the game. Maybe that's what's going on with Modern Warfare. Maybe they just don't have enough manpower to keep it going, and at this point they're just trying to, keep the cash flowing with it, because the majority of the stuff in this game is technically quote-unquote free. So they think, with that being said, people will spend more money, which is true. A lot more people are going to spend more money if they don't have to cough up money for maps, for weapons, for even the Battle Pass stuff, because like I said, weapons are free out of the Battle Pass. The rest of them are cosmetics. So if it's cosmetics only that are, payable for, by all means, that's a very good system. But show us a little creativity when it comes to your game, and show the fans a little love. Show the fans that you recognize them, that you still appreciate them. Because the fans are the ones who made your game what it is today. But let's all be honest here. We all know the answer. They're just going to end up ignoring us in the end of the day. That's just how it always goes. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this commentary. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, you can always dislike it. If you're brand new and you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you just want to chat with me, see me rant about some video games, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you just want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.